Richard Boyd Barrett TD. First of all, I just want to say that we have to fight this because if we don't, we're going to be crushed. Already 1.3 million people in this country have virtually nothing left after they pay their bills, so this is unpayable. Huge swathes of the country will be driven into poverty and the economy will be utterly destroyed. And the EU Commission produced a report in the last few days saying that they actually are demanding more stringent imposition of the cuts and on the austerity than even the government are doing at the moment over the next 3 years. So this is a life and death battle. And the key difference between last year and this year is that last year, to a large extent, our main tactic was about not doing something, not paying. That is still part of our strategy, but on top of that, the key to victory is not about what we don't do, it is about what we do in addition to not paying. And there are two things that can win this. Either we bring the government down, or we paralyse the country so they physically cannot impose it. Bring the government down and paralyse the country, or bring the government down by paralysing the country. Now, in order to do that, we have to begin now. And one of the key things I want to say is about the industrial work. As well as the blockades, as well as the mass meetings, the industrial work is absolutely key. If the trade union leaders will not organise workplace stoppages and walkouts when they try and impose this later in the year, we have to be able to deliver the industrial action and the walkouts from workplaces. That is what we have to do. And that is a hard task. That is a hard task. And my proposal to people here is this. Every single group has to have an industrial committee that goes back this week and says, who do we know who is in workplaces? What shop stewards do we know? List every workplace, every shop steward, every industrial contact across all the unions. And you can throw into that student unions as well. And we have to get commitments off them that they are going to pull their workplaces out. Because you can't talk about a general strike, you have to work for it, and that means getting advance commitments that there will be a walkout, that there will be a stoppage. And we need to know that in advance. So build for mass stoppages, national stoppages and industrial action, and we need industrial committees in all the branch campaigns of the campaign to actually deliver that industrial action.
Joan Collins TD with the People for Profit and United Electoral Alliance in the South Central area. There's 500 very committed people here in this hall today that are very determined not to pay this and resist it. Now, I think all the points have been made about the need to occupy, the need to strike, the need to block aid, the need to do all those things, local elections, etc. But we don't know what the mood of the people is like out there. And what I want from this conference is for every campaigning group to go out like we did last January, February, March. We have an opportunity up to the 1st of April. We should be saying to people, don't pay this, don't register until the 1st of April, 4 months. We have to go back into our communities, launch a major national campaign of public meetings to see what people are thinking. We should bring ideas to those meetings, but we have to see if there's response. I will not call for people not to pay this if I do not know that we can deliver on that. That if I do not know that people are willing to come out in the streets in their thousands, which needs to happen. We need all these things that have been said, but we have to know. So I would urge the campaign here to, from now for the next 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks, to build for the February the 9th, the Council of Trade Union demonstration, have all our members on those demonstrations, but in the meantime, have public meetings to test that mood, to see will people come out, will they occupy their local TDs, clinics, will they block bridges, etc. We need it. We have to find out if that's what people are prepared to do. We have to agitate for it. But I think everybody should have the same time, Chair. I think that what we should do is do exactly that. And I really do appeal to people here to think about that. to build that resistance. And come back here, not the 26th, I don't think the NESC should speak or should meet the 26th of January without another broader meeting of the campaign, national campaign, to discuss what came from those public meetings to that campaign and then the strategy as we build for it.